My focus and goal with Outlaw is to provide athletes a seamless transition from their U17 years onto the World Cup, where there's low pressure, they can be familiar with the program, their coaches and teammates, and they know what to expect when they get there.
Yeah, I think right now with just how competitive downhill is as a sport and how much the sport is growing and what the races are in the U.S., like the ability for younger riders to come up through the U.S. Nationals now to get to a world champs like this. I think like the path is really clean now, like better than I feel like it's ever been as far as the development races we have in the States.
There's like really good racing that will help get kids ready, but you can't ultimately be ready to race in Europe until you come over here and experience. And having that group of kids that are like going at it together and having a good time and keeping the vibes high, because at the end of the day it is really hard and there are more losses than wins when you're racing bikes. So it's just cool to see what you guys are doing, giving kids a good direction to follow. I don't think that I had that, and just like we would see a lot more Americans over here if they had better guidance.
Outlaw started in 2015 with 8 of my Sundance ski team athletes. We rode as much as possible in the off season as a fun training and community building program, but our competitive nature quickly kicked in, and we wanted to dominate and start racing at the local scene. The main reason Outlaw began as a competitive team was Dylan Flinders. Dylan started riding with me when he was super young, around 9 years old, just ripping trail laps on a 20-inch Specialized with coaster brakes and bald tires and just sending stuff.
Having Tyson as my ski coach was so sick because he was into mountain biking and he got me on a bike at a pretty young age, and like that was an outlet for me to express myself in the summertime that kind of blew my mind, and it really started to shape who I was. Especially when we started to go to races, and I learned that this was such a scene and that there was a sport that was downhill mountain biking, and it kind of blew my mind, and started going to some races, and the kids on the team got super stoked on the idea to do the same, and next thing you know we had like myself and 7 others riding bikes during the summer, and it slowly grew into something way larger than us. And when I was about 15, I ended up doing pretty well at nationals and realized that this was something that I wanted to incorporate into my life full time. And
absolutely dominating the junior categories. We brought a lot of fun and community to the downhill scene and introduced downhill to so many new kids. It was nonstop fun. From parking lot shenanigans to missing podiums because we were out free riding and taking party laps, and it's still pretty much like that. Fast forward a few years and it suddenly becomes apparent that the majority of our athletes could do something major with this sport. In 2023, we started Outlaw United to gain access to the new World Series system operated by Warner Brothers Discovery. As our first year on the circuit, we didn't know anything and had no previous World Cup experience to compare it against. So there's a lot of learning that first year and good success with at least one Outlaw qualifying for finals at every race. Our second year as a UCI team in 2024 was a bit more chaotic. I knew I couldn't commit to the whole tour. Due to finances, most of our original Outlaws couldn't either. But we still managed to get to most of them and had a ton of fun, learned a lot, and kept the dream alive.
a team of people trying to become the best versions of themselves, and that's not just riding. It creates a sense of family. Outlaw has been so helpful, especially in the off-season with workouts, nutrition, and training habits, and sticking true to that has really helped me become the rider I am today.
Outlaw has paved a pathway for me when I was someone who had no idea what it's like to make mountain biking a career and building a schedule of becoming a professional athlete.
It's always felt like a second family to me. Amazing staff, incredible support. I definitely wouldn't be where I'm at today without it.
I guess I got it wrong today, it's not my holiday. I still the show from no matter what them people say. I got it from the man, but I forgot to pay. I feel like he would care about it anyway. I'm hungry, I'll do just what I wanna do. I hear someone knock my door, but now I'm in the mood. But my parents said that they would be returning soon. I think I hear some noises from my living room.
Now in 2025, we're seeing our most successful season on the tour. We opted not to do a UCI team because of the extra costs involved with that, and because we knew we could field most of our athletes under the Federation jersey. So this year's been our scrappiest yet. I call it guerrilla pit setups. We don't have pit space, official pit space. We just find whatever works underneath the lift there at the base. And all we need is a repair stand, toolkit, and spares, and our mechanics get the jobs done, keeping the athletes rolling, and it works out really well. Actually, it's not fancy, but it's fast and efficient and free. Unfortunately, we don't get the exposure, so as privateers, it's a bit rough, but it's still working out and allows us to race World Cups at a fraction of the cost.
I feel like he would care about it anyway. I'm home alone, I'll do just what I wanna do. I hear someone knock my door, but now I'm in the mood. But my parents said that they would be returning soon. I think I hear some noises from my living room.
This is my third. I was in Biesco, Yala, and Val de Sol, so I'm absolutely buzzing to get the top 5. So, I mean, that was my goal coming into the weekend, so I'm so hyped. It definitely helps knowing that I have it in me for some better results, and I'm looking forward for some more World Cups just so I can prove myself a little more, because if I have a good fast run, I know I can do pretty well.
Downhill is seeing a strong groundswell of growth in the US, and we're here for it. Downhill is still such a young sport with a lot of room for improvement at all levels, specifically on the long-term athlete development aspect and the infrastructure provided to parents and athletes as they get into the sport. Our goal is to keep the barrier of entry low so more kids can find and experience the joy of downhill while learning the necessary skills to keep them safe as possible and have a long, healthy career in the sport. But above all of that, the Outlaw Way is about improving yourself in all aspects of life, to build fundamental habits and seeking challenges, building the competence to push through those obstacles and become the best version of yourself. I think most people know and value the lessons learned through sports, and downhill is one of the hardest sports out there. Outlaw provides the skills needed to thrive in the sport and carry those lessons into life beyond sport. It's a core belief in the Outlaw Way to hold high expectations of athletes and staff and we'll continue to hold these beliefs as downhill evolves and grows. As the sport continues to evolve, the team must as well, but that doesn't come without its challenges. Outlaw will need a lot of support as we continue to build high-level humans and create opportunities for kids to find downhill and do unordinary things to build an extraordinary life.
Every rose has its thorn, just like every night has its dawn, just like every cowboy sings a sad, sad song. Every rose has its thorn.